did my nigga to this day. Better turn this off if you gon' feel some type of way. Prime time with Alice Stein. Prime time with Alice Stein. On the 99, got that Glenn big chick. Glenn big chick. You cannot disrespect. Pimp on a blimp. Pimp on a blimp. Prime time with Alice Stein. Prime time with Alice Stein. Not the first attempt. Pimp on a blimp. Alice Stein 99. Be working like a temp. Never one place long. Going state to state. Alice Stein, he be saying what the fuck he wanna say. The internet on fire. He done caught another street. Every time I make a theme song, hear it in your sleep. Feminism, baby killers, got the world all twisted. Had to make a channel just to talk about it quick. Alice Stein, did my nigga to this day. Better turn this off if you gon' feel some type of way. Prime time with Alice Stein. Prime time with Alice Stein. On the 99, got that Glenn big chick. Glenn big chick. You cannot disrespect. Pimp on a blimp. Pimp on a blimp. Prime time with Alice Stein. Prime time with Alice Stein.
Let's go, baby. I love that theme song. My boy T-Rel made that. That is so good. All right, we are live. It is Saturday night from Dallas, Texas. And, you know, the Pimp on a Blimp is excited to be here. I see you guys in the chat. Let me see if I can put the comments on the damn stage. That's what they say. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Let's see, wide. Let's go regular, big. There we go. Now you can see those hoes in the chat. There's an echo. Is there an echo? Gosh, dang it. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe because it's playing. Gosh, dang it. I don't know. Hold on. Do I hear an echo? Maybe because it's playing. Gosh, dang it. I don't know. Hold on. Do I hear an echo? Is it echoing? I can't tell. Was there a shooting in Minneapolis? Is George Floyd okay? Is George Floyd okay? Where's George Floyd? Ah! I miss George Floyd. Every day I miss you, George. I miss you. He was a modern day Martin Luther King. They took our Martin Luther King away from us. Wow, how dare you do that to us? Did something happen from maybe if I close the door? I don't know. Maybe it's echoing. And then my Jurassic Park sign's not working. It's not even mounted right. I got my out. Let me take that out. The Pimp on a Blimp, dog. Somebody said I fell off. How are you going to say I fall off, dog? I fallen off. I'm the Pimp on a Blimp, dog. I think we got like 100 million views on Twitter this month, dude. I'm the Pimp on a Blimp. Nobody even knows who you are. I fall off. You've never even been anywhere to fall off of. So listen in the chat. Oh, I'm in the chat. I don't like dogs. You fall. Suck my... You know what, okay? And you're a guy, so I actually don't because that's gay, but you know what I mean. It's a metaphor. The Pimp on a Blimp is here. The Pimp does not fall off. Dog, I've been sick. I've been on the grind. Got a lot going on, dog. So I've fallen off. Then why are you in the damn chat? Go watch somebody else, bitch ass. Oh, did you come in here to talk about how I've fallen off? Bitch, yeah, right. Okay, you're here. You're watching. You're tuned in, watching on your phone. You're probably just looking at some nasty internet porn or something. I know your brain's all scrambled. I've fallen off. Yeah, I got a brand new show coming out. Oh, hopefully it'll be next week, but I think the 25th at the latest. And dog, I'm going to be at a college campus near you. I'm going to be freaking coast to coast doing it the most. So don't even. I don't even want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the haters. Actually, the haters are welcome. The haters are welcome in the chat. I mean, look at it. I'm one of the sexiest men in conservative politics. That's a fact. You don't look like this. You don't have the facial structure of a strong, powerful black man. You're probably some white bitch ass. And you know what we do with white people? Black lives matter, bitch. Black lives matter. I'm sick of y'all. I'm so sick and tired of some of these haters in the chat. Oh, and then I think my freaking the lights on the Jurassic Park, we hung that up. It was working. Now I get here, it's not working. I think the bulb went out. It's from an old video game. But listen, I'm out here trying to grind. I'm doing this for you, bitch ass. I'm doing this for you. And honestly, I mean, I don't think anybody's crashing out harder or falling off harder than my boy Dan Bongino. Shout out Dan Bongino in the chat. Put some Bonginos in the chat. Put some Bonginos in the chat. I'm eating this red vine for you. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing this for you. But, yeah, man. I saw something on Twitter. Something happened in Minnesota. I try not to watch the news anymore. I strictly watch cartoons. I watch SpongeBob when I wake up. Wizards of Waverly Place when I get to lunchtime. And then at night, I like to watch, 5 or 6 Office reruns. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, mother trucker. SpongeBob SquarePants. Let's share the link so we can get some mofos in the chat. Hit the like button. I know y'all aren't hitting that like button because you're just a hater. I got some red wine stuck in my teeth. But yeah, nobody's falling off harder than my boy Dan Bongino. I don't know what Bongino's doing. And I'll be honest, I just got a blood test yesterday. I haven't got the results yet. I probably have AIDS, but we knew that. We already knew I had AIDS, but Magic Johnson has it, and he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. So if Magic Johnson can do it, Primetime Alex Stein can easily live with AIDS. At least another, 30, 40 years. I mean, I hope so. What is going on the Twitter? We got this pulled up. Oh, I love it. Scott Starboard already sharing it. Love Scott Starboard. Oh, yes. When they give me AIDS, we make lemonades. That's what you do. That's what you do when you get AIDS. You just make lemonades. Okay? That's how I do it. I don't know how your bitch ass does it. But I'll be honest. Somebody said Gino Bisconte. I just see that in the chat. It was 33K. Actually, let me actually get a little serious right now. So, before we get all crazy, it's Saturday night. Hopefully, we can relax. Let me take off my chat. Let me get relaxed. Y'all see that? Look at that big blimping. Gino Bisconte is a genius for having $33,000 in credit card debt. Because if he's really not that worried about his credit score, as soon as the creditors send it to him, see what happens is the credit card companies, they sell your debt to a collection company. Once a collection company has your debt, they own your debt, they buy it for like pennies on the dollar. You can actually send a letter to the collection agencies to stop trying to collect the money. And yeah, it's going to hurt his credit score, but if he gets another credit card and builds it back up, he can actually build his credit back up. We already got a freaking $5 super chat, bro. I bumped into you at the Biltmore in Arizona. I didn't believe it was you, and I thought it was just a look like, damn, dude, why didn't you say hi? How nice is that Biltmore hotel? Like, I've been to a lot of nice hotels, but that one, it's just because it's older. Obviously, it's like very nice, but I think it was like one of the oldest hotels in Arizona. But man, that Biltmore in Arizona, if you guys ever have the opportunity to stay at the Biltmore, it is. And that's why this guy gave a $5 super chat. Excuse me. It's like $600 a night, I think. I mean, it's a very expensive place, very classy place, a place that, and usually I go to these nice places. I don't really fit in because I'm a total degenerate. I don't really fit in all these fancy schmancy places. I'm laid back. I'm like Jesus. Jesus. I've been seeing all this stuff. Everybody wants to talk about Christianity, and I've been just like constantly listening to all these podcasts about Jesus and Paul and the Bible. And if you really look at Jesus, he said that in order to get to heaven, you got to give all your stuff away. And in a way, you could argue, I think, and this might make some people upset, that Jesus was more of a socialist. He believed that you need to invest everything that you have into God, which I think that is good. And I think the material world is evil. And we have this mindset where we just want to be constantly obsessed with material goods. But the more material crap that you have, the worse that you feel. So in a way, I really like how Jesus said, just get rid of all your belongings. Like, You really don't need it. It almost kind of weighs you down in a way. So, and I'm not on Ozempic. Who said I'm on Ozempic? You guys are such bitch asses. But I think modern Christianity now with all these for-profit, what do they call it? Prosperity pastors. Those guys belong in jail or worse. You know what I mean? I mean, prosperity pastor, give me a break. And these guys are flying around in private jets, going and spreading the word of Jesus Christ. Jesus walked everywhere. The guy didn't even have a car. I mean, they didn't have cars back then, but I don't even think he was maybe he's on a donkey every once in a while, or I don't even think he was. So, like Joel Osteen, I see Joel Osteen, that guy is evil. He's demonic, literally. And what's that other guy, Ken whatever? Let's see, let's actually pull that up. Let's see, pastor confronted about private jet. This guy is the, okay. Let's see. Look at this guy. All right. Not the first attempt. Pimp on a blimp. Okay. Okay. Watch this. Share audio. Okay. Let's watch this.
Ask you about why you don't want to fly commercial. Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
No, listen to me just a second. Not the people. The main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing. That's
no. False liar.
You want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury. How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business, but...
Isn't it the business of your donors?
Listen.
Boom! Roasted. It is. It is their business because they're donating money to help you spread the word of God, not fly in private jets and eat caviar and act like a rich, pompous asshole. So let's just finish it.
I paid. You kind of caught me off guard here. Okay.
No shit. No shit.
If you'd like to come out here, I'd like to give you a chance to catch your breath and have a conversation. We don't want to catch you off guard.
I love Inside Edition. You got to get this now. Hey, you listening to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah.
Yeah, not anymore. See, you know what he's trying to do? This is all just a manipulation tactic where he's going to go, oh, I love Inside Edition. Actually, I like you a lot. No, you don't. Not anymore, bitch. Now that you just got exposed for being a fucking rich asshole. Excuse me.
Now, thank you, Lord. Help me. Just let me pray.
Yeah, you need his help. Yeah, let's start praying. Let's start praying. See, that's his defense mechanism. Okay, I'm busted. Let me start praying.
Well, let me just ask you a really simple question. A lot of people think it's unbecoming for a preacher to live a life of luxury and to fly around in private jets. What's your response to that?
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do. We have brought over 100, let's see, the latest figures just came out, 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ.
122 million people. What crack is Kenneth Copeland smoking if he thinks he brought a third of the American population to Jesus? This guy is an asshole. I mean, just with a capital A asshole. Here, let's find the clip of him saying the demon thing. I don't even want to hear stuff how he deserves it because he got 122 million. Give me a break, okay? Kenneth Copeland, demons. This is one of my favorite videos. Oh, I love this video. Look at this. I love this. This is an epic one.
Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Well, you did.
Now, Oral used to fly airlines,
right?
But even back there then, man, it got to the place where it was agitating his spirit. Sure. People coming up to him. He had become famous, and they wanting him to pray for him and all that. You can't manage that today.
Wait, real quick. We're gonna watch the whole video without me interrupting. Look what he's saying. He's like, oh, people are coming up to you and saying they want you to pray for them. Yeah, That's what they want. They're going through a hard time. They're struggling with whatever is happening in their life. And they're leaning on you. They're reaching out to you, asking for help. And he looks at it like a major inconvenience, like a pain in the ass. While Jesus is going doing miracles, healing people, this guy is inconvenienced with strangers that obviously like him, respect him, appreciate his work, asking for something that costs no money. It literally costs no money for somebody to pray for you. But to him, you're a demonic, evil person for even asking. I mean, what is it? Let's just watch this from the beginning.
His spirit, people coming up to him. He had become famous, and they wanting him to pray for him and all that. You can't manage that today. This dope-filled world, and get in a long tube with a bunch of demons.
Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
What a liar piece of crap. We got a $10 super chat. Let me put that on the screen. Let me go. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Would love to see you at music festivals, can't even read. Gathering of the Juggalos, need to go there. Everwild, Great Blue Heron, Holy Smokes Festival. You ain't been to church, so you see 5 a.m. on Sunday morning at a 3-day festival. You know, Cal for president. I went to Wakarusa Music Festival. I've been to Hangout Music Festival. Is probably one of my favorite. That's in Orange Beach, Alabama. And, you know, I'm not going to sit there and act like I'm Kenneth Copeland, like I've never seen the sunset at a music festival, because, you know, Lord knows I've seen a lot of sunsets at a lot of music festivals. And I will agree with you that it is fun as heck. So we love that. Love your mindset. We do need to get some more content at these damn music festivals. It's there's a plethora of content, interesting people. And usually when you're at a music festival, the music and there's extracurriculars going on, it is a fun environment. So I agree, Cal. That's what for you, brother. I will be at a music festival and we'll get some content. Probably can't go live because the service will be bad. It'll be all choppy. But for you, brother, I will do that. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And don't be scared to super chat as well. Don't be scared to super chat as well. And like I said, love Jesus. I think Jesus is great. I think these modern day prophet pimps, preachers, these prosperity preachers, they're disgusting and they're evil. Look at this geek 12345 or Greek. God, why can't I spell? I'm just looking at myself. Greek 12345. How do you feel about James Fishbach? Well, you know, I like James. He's young. The people are hating on him. Some of his views on Israel, I agree with. At the same exact time, Tucker endorsed him. I said he's going to vote for him. So, you know, I got to ride or die with my man Tuck. But this is my problem with, this is my only one problem with James. And you saw those protesters that went to his event. He did come out of nowhere running for governor as his first campaign. I think that is really going to hurt him to just the milquetoast voter. And so I don't know how good of a chance he has to win. I'm not in Florida. So I like him. I love everything he's saying. I think he's saying all the right stuff. But at the same exact time, every one of these politicians trying to get into office says the right stuff, right? They all say the right stuff. And the ones that don't, they're getting paid probably by a foreign government in the Middle East to influence what they say and do. So I don't know. I hope James does good. I hope he actually puts up a good race. And Tucker endorsed him. So I don't know if I'm going to, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I can endorse him yet. Tucker did, though. So look at my hair. And of course, the lighting's not right. Can't get the damn lighting in my studio yet. And then we're on the computer. I want to freaking go out there and show you guys, but the studio outside is almost done. And hopefully by the 25th, I look at my calendar right, After Hours with Alex Stein will be up and running. And this next show that I do, it's not going to be like my Blaze show. My Blaze show, we did it live. This next show, it's going to be insane for the Ukraine, because I'm going to be out there on the streets. You guys see me. I've been going out to these damn city council meetings doing a bunch of crazy stuff lately. But we're going to amp it up. We're going to really amp it up. Thank you for the $2 super chat. We love that. Thank you, Fantasy Football Games. Everybody go follow his podcast. And he's on X. I love that. So let me see if I can pull up. Have you guys seen this? I put in the thing, Dan Bongino versus the world. Now, Dan, I like Dan. I loved Dan before he got in. I thought he was going to go there and dominate. And let me take out my jacket. Now I'm getting kind of hot in this bitch. Another $5 super chat. Let me get that on the screen. Let me put that bad boy up. Abolish abortion, ban gay marriage, ban from buying land and real estate for foreigners, I'm guessing. Christ is king of the cosmos. All hail the king. I agree. I like that. I like that. Schismatic 33, Shinobi. Shinobi. Thank you for the $5 super chat. So, back to what I was saying. Dan Bongino right now, I have never seen a person that was so beloved become like that guy earlier. I said, oh, Alex, you've fallen off. I mean, maybe a little bit, but, life is a roller coaster. There's ups and downs. Maybe I am on a down, but, the only place you can go when you're down is up. So just, just be on the lookout for my upswing. But back to Dan. Dan Bongino, universally loved by conservatives, has an opportunity to go to the FBI, and he spent years podcasting about how he's going to expose Epstein, he's going to expose the deep state, and then he goes into the FBI, which is a tough job. Let's give him a little bit of grace in the fact that his job was difficult. Like he's going to be one guy in the FBI. Oh, I'm going to fix all this. I mean, that's impossible. The FBI is something that not one guy can go and fix. So he had a tall task to start with. But now that he's made it his personal mission to go after the people that campaigned for Trump, that supported Trump, all because they don't like one country in the Middle East, it really shows Dan's true colors. And I hate to say that because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But when you see him blocking everybody, and maybe he'll block me after this, I hope not. I mean, because I kind of want to be able to engage with him, because I just don't understand why he wouldn't just come back from the FBI and say, listen, I couldn't fix it. One man can't fix it. I tried my best, but I realized that the people need me here to podcast. This is what I love. This is my passion. I think I'm more effective doing this. It's less stressful. And just be honest instead of coming out and saying, oh, I'm here to, chew bubblegum and kick ass and I'm out of bubblegum. Like saying all this. I don't know if he said that, but he's saying all these cringe bullshit, he's just so full of shit. He is so full of shit. And I guess when he got to the FBI turned him into an FBI agent, and now he's going to do whatever he can to defend the FBI. When he went into office, he was supposed to expose all that. So Dan Bongino is not doing well. You can tell emotionally and mentally. Just him blocking everybody, because I'll block some people every once in a while, but I don't block every single person that talks shit. You need a few people talking shit about you online. That kind of makes it fun. But what he's got going on, he's not having any fun. He's not having fun. And let me see if I can have it on Twitter. I saw this one video. It was so funny. Let's see. Dan Bongino. Let's go to videos. It'll probably be one of the first ones that pulls out. Have you guys seen him do? Oh, another $5 super chat. Love this. Pimp on a Blimp should go on Joe Rogan. It would be a good one. Thank you, Mr. Yeager Thurager 9483. Yeah, I should go on Joe. Tell Joe he needs to have me on. Okay, this is the video. This video is ridiculous. This is one of my favorites. Look at this. Look, this is why I know. This is why, Dan, I'm sorry. Please don't block me, Dan. Please don't block me. Please don't block me, Dan.
This is Karate Man. Double legs. The jump kick. The side kick.
Jump kick. The side kick.
The
roundhouse. The tie.
Body.
Please, Dan, don't hurt me. I'm so sorry, Dan. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I didn't know he knows karate so
double
well.
Leg. The double,
I had no
the jump
idea. He
kick.
knows the double leg.
The side kick.
The side
The
kick.
roundhouse.
The roundhouse. The tie kick.
Body.
Oh my gosh. I just want to say that Dan Bongino is the best FBI agent that we've ever had, and that he loves this country more than he loves Israel, and that everybody that has criticized him deserves to go into a gulag worse than any January 6th person has ever been in. And every single one of you conservatives that has critiqued Dan, I hope you know you're about to get the tie kick, bitch. Do you want the tie kick? I don't want the tie kick. Let's watch the tie kick. Look at the tie. Focus on the tie kick.
Double leg. The jump kick. The side kick.
Side?
The roundhouse. The tie kick.
Oh my gosh! I don't want the tie kick. Imagine he tie kicks me. I'm 6'3". The momentum of my head hitting the pavement could cause me, I could be paralyzed. So I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. You're the greatest American hero of our modern era. And please forgive anybody that has, actually don't forgive the ones who criticize you, but forgive me for my small critiques, okay? Okay? Please forgive me. Let me watch that one more time because I can learn. We can learn. Watch, and actually, everybody, here, let me get out my notes. I want to be able to, where's my pen? I don't want to miss this. Okay. Let me start from the beginning. So let me use just Sharpie because it writes a little bigger. Okay, hold on. Let's start this from the beginning because I want to take notes. I want to make sure that I get it all done right.
Oh, this is karate, man.
Karate.
Double leg. The jump kick.
The jump kick.
The side kick.
Side kick.
The tie kick. Body.
That's how you do it. Jump, side, round, tie. If you want to kick anybody's ass, jump, side, round, tie. I kind of like that. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. God bless Dan. I love Dan Bongino. I love Dan Bongino. I love Dan Bongino. I want some Bonginos in the chat right now. If I don't see some damn Bonginos in the chat, I will stick this microphone right up your candy ass. I'm not talking till I see Bonginos. I'm not talking. More Bonginos. I see very little Bonginos. Guys, he was Hillary Clinton's Secret Service detail. That's an American hero. He protected Hillary Clinton so she could rape children. Okay? Okay? That's an American hero. You think she was going to be able to go to Epstein Island and be able to diddle all those kids? No, but Dan protected her. So thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan Bongino. Thank you. Did I miss a super chat? Oh, look at this $2 super chat. Cash Patel seems to be dropping the ball too. Don't you? Who said that? Who said that in the chat? Schismatic there. Don't you ever talk about Cash Patel like that! Alexis Wilkins is a country music superstar. Like your bitch ass wouldn't date some country music superstar either. And he's Indian. Indian guys are the horniest guys in the world. So he's getting his rocks off. And you know what? In the stress of being the head of the FBI, maybe he does need to bang a little bit. Damn. This is a Cash Patel, Dan Bongino fan club. And if you're not part of it, get the hell out of here. We love Dan Bongino. Sick of you. Gosh, I mean, I'm not trying to crash out. I'm really not trying to crash out tonight. It's Saturday night. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm already sweating. Look, my hair's all insane. I love you too, Bear Morley. I love you too. Oh, I love Cash Patel. I love Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino is probably my favorite human being to ever leave the FBI and become a podcaster. I love him. And don't you talk shit about Dan. Don't you take that back. This is Dan Bongino's world, okay? Let me see if I can get my hair right for you guys. So I get my karate hair. Look at that. Look at that. See that hairline? It's creeping. But today was a tough day. Today, on a serious note, we got a lot more to cover. Oh, Jose, my yes, it came today. We've been doing a lot of work on the studio. I'm doing a lot of work on the studio, and we're almost done. And like I said, we got this Real America's Voice show. This new show, I really think you guys are gonna like it. And I'm not just saying that to say that. I really do think that it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a little more wild. And yeah. Oh, did I miss a $5 super chat? Yeah. Where you at? Where you at, Fiverr? There you are. Big booty Latinos from Venezuela are now coming around to MAGA now, Alex. Yeah, thank God. And let me tell you something. If you're a Venezuelan refugee and you're struggling to find housing, and I want you to do this, so I want you to look in the mirror and not like, on Fresh and Faith, these girls rate themselves, always rate themselves a 9 or 8. I want you to ask your hermano, your brother, to rate you honestly. And if your brother rates you an 8 or above, your hermano, your brother, you have free room and board in Dallas, Texas, University Park, actually, specifically. That's a neighborhood in Dallas. It's very nice to stay with me. You're going to have to cook. You're going to have to clean, but free room and board, and I'll buy the food. I'll buy all the frijoles. I'll buy all the frijoles. You can be cooking. You know, I'm a plant-based pimp, so I'm going to be eating a lot of frijoles. And you know what they say? Beans, a musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. So I will be passing gas a lot. So you're going to have to be spraying a lot of Febreze. But if you're willing and you don't have an allergic reaction to Febreze, and you're willing to cook me frijoles and handmade tortillas with the flour and the press, and you got the butter and all the accoutrement, as they say, you're more than welcome to stay at my house for free. So thank you, A. Ramirez, 9267. Oh, what is this? We got oh, wow, Bobby. Let me put that on the screen. Damn, dog, Bobby, Josh Jr., 27.99. I like that last number. 27.99, 27.99. I love that. Yeah, Dave Smith is an asshole. How dare Dave Smith critique Dan Bongino? I'm going to have a word with Dave after this podcast. Has Dave really been fighting with Dan? That's ridiculous. Dave needs to really pump the brakes. Dave Smith needs to pump the brakes. We don't want to know about Epstein. No, everybody knows he killed himself. Like, we're over Epstein. What we need to do is we need to worry about how we can give more money to Israel, how we can protect them. We need to worry about how we can invade Iran. We need to worry about how we can invade Turkey. And we need to figure out a way to help our brothers, our biggest ally. So, Dave Smith? Who? Dave Smith? This is a Dan Bongino chat room. This is a Dan Bongino chat room. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. You effers in the chat. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find something for you guys. Let's see.
Retro.
Dan Bongino is the man. Epstein killed himself. That was the plan. I don't know why you are hating. I think Dan isn't hating. He knows karate. He loves to party. Cash Patel, hot babe. Doesn't give a damn because he gets laid. He likes to speak it real neat. Goes all night. He is a freak. He likes to bang in the Jeep. Cash Patel is a freak. I'm 99. Dan Bongino on my mind. Bongino is a hero. You're a bitch ass number 0. You can't critique his ass because you don't have that podcasting cash. You ain't got a record deal. You're probably on a abortion pill because you are busted nuts. Dan Bongino put you in the guts. I don't give a damn because I am going nuts. Africans living in huts. Israel is the best. I love it so much. Israel, that wall I will touch. Touch the wall. Touch the wall. Touch the wall. Touch the wall. Dan Bongino touching that wall. When he goes shopping, he goes to the mall. Goes to the damn store. Says I want to buy a bunch more. Bongino, FBI. Epstein killed himself, that ain't a lie. One more try. Bongino, he is my #1 hero. Dan Bongino, he is my hero. Bongino is the best. He's the FBI, he passed the test. That's the truth. This is the proof. They caught the killer, and there ain't no iller. And they got the killer, and there ain't no iller. Bongino, you're a bitch asshole, not Bongino. He's my hero. I'm talking to the bitch that is a 0. Looking at me cause you're on the phone. 1 of 1, I ain't a clone. Dave Chappelle, I think he is. I don't give a damn cause I need some wings on my cheese steak. No, it don't break. You are a bitch and you're fake. Prime time. 99. I'm gonna spit in the mic cause you know I spit it right. Dan Bongino, he is my hero. He did the sacrifice. He podcast nice. I love Dan. I love Dan. I am a Stan. And I love freaking Dan. And I eat the red vine. Cause I'm Alex Stein. Bongino, hold my mind. One more time. Dan Bongino is my hero. You're just a bitch ass 0. You wish you had a podcast. And if you did, that shit wouldn't last. I would give you a thumbs down. Dan Bongino saved this town. How's the audio on that? I don't even know what the audio is around. Damn. I probably should have turned the audio up a little bit. It's kind of hot in my studio. You know, it's cold in Texas right now. But, man, I love it. Dan Bongino, you're a bitch ass, he's a hero. Dan, I love you so much. Let me go to the wall, I want to touch. We have to protect everybody. Dan Bongino's the leader of the party. He's going to help us win the midterms. I don't give a damn because you failed your midterms. You can't read a book. Dan Bongino ain't a crook. His ass will leave you shook. His karate moves will cook you like a motherfucking tenderloin. I don't give a fuck. You can join the Bongino army is where I'm at. I'm the lead general. How you like that? Bongino. I love Bongino. Dan Bongino is the man. His FBI was the plan. Dan Bongino is the best. Dan Bongino was the Bongino, he's like Santa, he's a hero. He will leave a present at the door. Don't go to sleep, you better not snore. Dan Bongino loves you. I love you, Dan. I love you, Dan. I love you, Dan. I love you so much. I love you. I love you, Dan. I love you. I love you. Oh, he's got a little boogie. Dan's got a little boogie. Is Dan white or black? I don't know what color he is. It's hard to tell. Does anybody know what color he really is? Is he Indian? Is he Indian? Because Cash is Indian. We love that. We need more Indians in the FBI. That's the problem. That's the reason why our FBI is not doing good. We don't have enough Indians. We need more tikka masala. We need the whole FBI bureau to smell like curry. That's the only way. We need curry and we need lots of it. Okay? Look, this says sad beat. Oh, I love you. I love you, Dan. Dan. I love Vivek. I love Cash. Indians make a lot of cash. I love India. They poop on the street. Walk around, no shoes on their feet. They squish the poop in between their toes. And they go buy little clothes. They might stink, but it's part of their culture. Don't be a hater, acting like a vulture. I love Dan. I love Cash. Vivek better be the governor of Ohio. Yes, you know, Vivek is on that blow. Actually, it is his security guard. Going to jail. Can't use his credit card. Gonna do commissary for all his food. Cash Patel puts me in the mood because I love short Indians. They make me horny. They are my friends. Indians are the best. Indians pass the test. I love my Indian. I don't give a damn because Cash is my friend. I love you, Dan Bongino. Please don't block me. I'm begging you, please don't block me. Don't block me, Dan. I don't want to be blocked. I don't want to be blocked. I love you, Dan Bongino. I love you. 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 We need more curry. I need more curry! I need some tikka masala now! DoorDash some tikka masala now, Siri! Okay, now I am sweating. I'll be honest, now I am sweating. See this? I'm sweating. It's pure. And my face is way more red. Oh. Whew. Whew. Saturday, we're just getting started. I got a bunch of stuff pulled up we got to go through. Not a bunch, but a little bit of stuff. Oh, man. I love you, Dan. Please don't block me if you're watching this. I know you are. Just don't block me. I've done so much to protect you and your honor. And If you ever see me, please don't high kick me or round kick me or side kick me or jump kick me. You promise you won't do that? Thank you. Yeah, I'm done, Tracy. I'm done. It's all over. It's over. No, but he's been blocking everybody. You guys have seen that. He's been blocking these people. He's been blocking everybody that even critiques him. He might not block me though, because my last name's Stein. He doesn't want to be accused of being anti-Semitic. Oh, we got a $10 super chat. Okay, hold on. Where did I miss it? Where is it? Alex, we want Ninja for old time's sake. Okay, we just started the stream. Oh, and I met the I Want to Be Ninja girl. And, she's actually really nice. But can I give you some inside baseball? We love Melanie. Everybody go follow Melanie. She's an OG. But Melanie, I met I Want to Be Ninja Jennifer Murphy. And she's actually very nice. And I don't know if Jennifer will see this, but she was a little wasted, a lot bit wasted at AmFest, at James O'Keefe's party specifically. And she was in the DJ booth with James, and she was going a little crazy. She was blah, 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 blah. You know how drunk women act, like buffoons. No offense. I mean, that's just how they act. Guys act like that too, drunk, but, women even more so. But everybody was like, who the fuck is this girl? They were like, who is this woman? And I was the only one that, no offense, Jennifer, that knew who you were. I'm a big fan. Jennifer and I had messaged, me and Jennifer had known each other for years because we're about to play the I Want to Be Ninja song. And I'm just laughing because everybody's like, who the fuck is this woman? She's drunk in the VIP. You would have thought Jen Murphy, it was her party. You would have thought not James O'Keefe's party. You would have thought it was Jen Murphy's party. And that is kind of telling, because then she makes a song. I don't think she has the ability to give a fuck. Like, it's not that she doesn't give a fuck. I don't even know if she knows how. But for a $10 super chat, I'll do one more ninja. But I plan on streaming for a while tonight, so I guess I can do one ninja just for old time's sake. Gosh, I love the ninja. I love the ninja. I don't really like the way I'm looking on camera right now, but and not that it matters, but she's going to give me a damn copyright strike. But maybe I can text her. I don't have her number, but maybe I can message her on Twitter or something. Dan Bongino! Double kick!
I shut my murky bed, sat down to scratch my head. What could this day bring? It could be anything. I get the phone call, I gotta help them all. Go girl will save the day, Chow will not get away. It didn't take me long to find the talking bomb. He took off in my Jeep, that Chow is such a creep. I gotta find a way to take down Chow one day. He pulled a ninja move, it got me to be cool. You know what? Maybe I too could be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop it, down to China. I want to be ninja. I started training hard, I think I could go far. I am a natural, that's matter factual. I learned to chop real hard, I fight with credit card. I use my nunchucks, even while feeding ducks. I throw my ninja star, also very far. I do karate moves with a go-girl woo. I learn my ninja tricks while watching Netflix. I try to everything like on the big screen. And you guys, you know what? I might do it. I might be a ninja soon. I want to be ninja. I'm gonna be ninja. I'm gonna chop down, take chow down to Chinatown. I'm gonna be ninja. I practice every day. I practice every way. I don't always do good. I really wish I could. I drink from sippy cup. You know I won't give up. I gotta try my best. You can't expect no less.
Look at that cow. That's in China. That's a ninja cow. Look at that ninja cow.
Feels good.
Look at that ninja cow.
Catch a fly with my chopstick. I take down anyone. This is getting fun. Who's a ninja?
I'm gonna be ninja. I wanna be ninja.
I'm gonna chop down, take chow down to Chinatown. I'm gonna be ninja. I snuck up to his place, opened my ninja case, pulled out my ninja gear. I hope he didn't hear. I sneak up to his room. He sees me, I assume. I didn't think that he would be accepting me. Pulled out my ninja sword. He hit me with a board. I came to really fast. Gotta get showered last. I tried with all my might to put up a good fight. Big ninja move real fast. I took down Chow at last. Oh, yeah, I did. I took down Chow. Finally ninja. Finally ninja. I got to chop down, take chow down to Chinatown. I finally ninja.
That was for you, Melanie. That was for you. I hope you're satisfied. Whew. I want to be ninja. That's it. The Asian woman was not clapping. Whew. 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 So remove myself. I was in a fire. That's why I can't have kids. My testicles got so hot. They stopped producing semen. I got 4th-degree burns on my balls. Look at that. Thank you, Melanie. You're welcome, Melanie. Anything for you. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for supporting Melanie. I mean, now you were at the Conspiracy Castle days. I think you're around for some of the Blaze days. I don't know if you watch that show, but my new show, it's not live. It's pre-taped, so I can act extra crazy. I hope you'll join me on my new show, Real America's Voice. But you were there at the beginning. I really appreciate you. I really do, Melanie. So thank you for that. That's $20 from Melanie. Oh, man. Man. Whew. I need to get in a little better shape. I'm sweating. I don't know how I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm sweating, but damn, man, I'm burping. You know what I need? You know what I need? Thank you, Melanie. And where's Morgan? Where's my girl Morgan in the chat? Where's Morgan? Oh, wow. A Jewish ninja. A Jewish ninja is a jujitsu master. Yeah. Oh, I need to. Whew. I gotta push them out. Sweet. Mount Wintergreen. Y'all see that? Mount Wintergreen? I can't even. It's not focusing on it. Mount Wintergreen. Damn. Woo! Woo! I love it. Oh man. And actually I had some like kind of serious stuff pulled up. We're still gonna go there. I mean, the stream just started. We're just started. It's Saturday night. We don't have anything better to do. I know y'all ain't got nothing better to do. We ain't got nothing better to do. None of us have work tomorrow. Maybe some of us do. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have work or not, but we're only an hour into the stream. Maybe we'll do some call-ins here in a second. You guys want to do some call-ins? You guys want to call in? We can do that. We can get that going here in a second. I wanted to actually talk about kind of some serious stuff, but every time I go live at nighttime, it seems like we just end up going totally bonkers, acting insane, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. All right. Make sure to hit the like button. If you're a 9, you're fine. Thank you, Love. Thank you. Thank you for that. I know it's ice cold outside, but my office, I got the heat turned out. I got the heat turned up in this place, which is good too, I guess. Everybody subscribe to Melanie. Thank you. You guys want to do some prank calls? Okay, let's. We can do some prank calls. Who should we call? Let's see. Let's ask ChatGPT. What are some funny places we can prank call on my podcast? Let's see. I'm about to see Cassidy Campbell. Oh, yes. If you're in the chat, February 19th, I will be at Wise Guys Comedy Club in Salt Lake City, Utah. So all my Utah people. And then we're working on hopefully having an event on the 20th at Weber State University. So in Utah, February 19th, if you're in Utah, we're going to be going wild, literally more wild than this. We're gonna, you know how they had that fire at that ski chalet where like those 40 kids were Instagramming and they all burned to death because they were filming instead of running away from the fire? It's gonna be crazier than that. No disrespect to the dead, RIP. Isn't that crazy? You should pull that up real quick. Let's see. Fire at ski bar. I don't even know what the proper thing to search. Look at this. And for some reason, my internet's not going that fast. It was all good earlier today, but now it's not. It's not cooking at the speed that I want it to go. Will Dontarius be there? Maybe. Look at that. Okay, did y'all see how bad the fire was on the outside? So, guys, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I see all these assholes tweeting at like, if you're a parent, make sure to tell your kids if you see fire, run. A parent shouldn't have to tell their kids if they see fire, run. Like, that's not, you should just know instinctually, your instincts should tell you get the hell away. But look at all their cell phones out. Look at their cell phones out. Just look, he's literally filming right there, having fun. And it's not the fire that gets you. It's the toxic smoke that you inhale and then immediately pass out and then you burn to death. It's scary. Why is the DJ still playing music? Rush. I don't even want to watch any of that. It's just sad. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be like that though in Utah. So if you're going to be in Utah, definitely bring like an oxygen mask. You know, one of those tanks. You're going to need it because we're going to light the bitch on fire. Look at the glisten. Look at that. That's what a real man looks like. I know you guys don't have hair on your tits, but that's the real stuff. Somebody who's inhaling dabs tonight, be very careful. You can burn yourself up with those dabs. I've seen videos of that where the people are smoking and they have dreadlocks and they catch their dreadlocks on fire. Have you seen those videos? Those are ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, this is the world we live in. Like, you know, a bunch of kids see a bunch of fire and they whip out their cell phone and start filming it. I mean, there was a time before cell phones where these people wouldn't have had anything to film and they would have just walked out. So in a way, I think it's the cell phones that have ruined the world. I think you could argue that. Okay, let's see. Let's see what ChatGPT said. Well, it said it called fast food stores. Oh, they say this one's kind of funny. Call an adult bookstore. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Okay, adult bookstore. Dallas. Okay. Let's call.
Thanks for calling Paris Adult. How can I help you?
Hey, I know you guys have adult stuff, but do you have any like videos of people where they're just kissing? You know, I don't want them to have sex or anything. Like, do you have anything that's like, you know, like?
Unfortunately, we just have regular pornography, sir.
Oh, it's all hardcore stuff.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at something I can play at, like, you know, a school or something. Like a college, you know, I could show my college class. I'm a professor.
I mean, I understand.
Nothing with like a good.
We don't have anything like that here.
Do you have any stuff with a good storyline at least? Because you know, that matters to me. I don't like it if it's just two people just banging. Why is that fun? I can tell you
this much. If you come down to our store, we close at 2 a.m. You can look through our videos and everything. You can be the judge on that. We'll try to help you as best we can.
And do y'all have anything like Scientology themed? I'm a Scientologist. Do you have any Scientology pornography?
No.
Nothing like.
No, I can tell you, we just got basic adult movies, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They range from all genres, from straight, lesbian, queer, transsexual, or transgender.
Ooh.
All that.
Ooh.
So.
Wow, that sounds really adult. This is an adult place. Okay. All right. Well, I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a straight shooter. Sounds like a straight shooter. Sounds like a straight shooter to me. Woo! We need to call AOC. Does anybody have AOC's cell phone number? Anybody have AOC's number in the chat? Oh, maybe I'll ask. Actually, let me ask ChatGPT. What's AOC's phone number? Let's see. I have to ask ChatGPT. Chat or Grok. I say ChatGPT. Got my pouches. Everybody loves freaking AOC's sweet butt. Okay, here's one of her numbers. 718. Hold on. 718. 5970. Let's see. Come on, AOC. Come on, AOC. Come on, Alex.
Thank you for calling the office of Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, representing the 14th Congressional District of New York. You have reached the Congresswoman's Community Office line. Our primary district office is located in Hunts Point at 1231 Lafayette Avenue in the Bronx, and is open from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Thursday. We also have a satellite location in Co-op City at 177 Dreiser Loop Room 3, and an office in Astoria, open on Thursdays by appointment only. Para Español, oprime uno. If you are a constituent of New York's 14th Congressional District, please press 2. If you're calling on behalf...
Come on, somebody answer. Come on, AOC. Come on, AOC. Where the heck you at?
You have reached the office of Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. We're sorry to have missed your call. We are either on the other line or away from the phone. Please leave a message after the tone.
I just want to say this message is for Alexandria. I miss you so much. And the moment that we shared on Capitol Hill replays in my mind every day. And I think about her in that mini skirt. And I could barely see the outline of her thong and her big booty Latina butt. And it was just so nice. And I just wish you would just consider unblocking me on Twitter. And I know Jesse Waters is a pig. He's disgusting for sexualizing you, because I know that he wasn't in a consensual relationship like I was. But just know, Alex, that you are the greatest congresswoman to ever live, the most beautiful. And I support you 100% for president of the United States. So please give this to Alex. Tell her that I miss her and that she is the greatest, and that she's the hottest big booty Latina congresswoman that Capitol Hill's ever seen. And Jesse Waters is a disgusting pig for sexualizing her. AOC 2028, baby. All right. So we left her a message. That's good. That's good. Oh, what did that say? Call into Walmart. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll call in tomorrow. There was a little protest tonight. Let's see. Now people are sending me numbers to call. Oh, you know who I can call? I can call this guy. He has 2 numbers. That's funny. I'm calling Joey C. Yeah, I work at Walmart. So
Please
what?
leave your message for.
So what? I work at Walmart. At least I have a damn job. Some of y'all don't even have jobs. Y'all are hating on me, bitch. I want to be ninja. Oh, I had some videos I want to pull up to teach you guys tonight, because we need to kind of learn about some stuff. I feel like y'all don't know enough shit. So like y'all need to learn a bunch of shit. Let's see. Hold on, let me go here. Let me find some more. Oh, look here. He wants me to call on this line. Okay, hold on. Let's call. What line is? Oh crap. Joey, you make this number so hard. Okay. 8291. I didn't give out the whole number, so don't worry. Okay. Let's call Joey C. Man, I'm sweating.
What up, pimp?
Yo, Joey, I saw you were live earlier. I think I'm getting a little feedback.
Yeah, I was my phone, so this is just my temporary number. My regular number is still on, but I lost my phone.
You know, I'm going to be in Tampa next week for Bubba's annual royalty party. You got to come to the party. It's going to be huge. It's going to be the wildest party you've probably ever been to.
I'm in, man. You know that. Anything with you, brother.
And it's crazy. He's got women that walk around in lingerie. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like, he literally has women like walking around in lingerie.
I believe that.
All you can drink, all you can eat. I mean, it's going to be like pizza or something. But so that's next Saturday. So you got to be my guest, and obviously bring the missus.
Yes.
So yeah, I think I get into Tampa on Thursday, and then I got to go to Sarasota Thursday night. But I'll be there. I'll be there Friday and Saturday if you want to go film something Friday. But Saturday is the party, so you got to come to the party with me.
I'm in, buddy. Did you see me rant on McCormick yesterday?
No. What's the latest at Karma? Because I saw that he had to block what's her name, Scarlett or whatever.
Well, he just posted on Twitter. If there's anybody I think I better make peace with, I went so postal on him yesterday. He's running. He says he's gonna make peace with. He better make peace with me.
Why did y'all have a falling out?
He thinks I fucking upstaged him when you brought him on when I was there gassing.
Oh, he's still mad about that? You were the one that got him on the show.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told him. He fucking said. He said that I fucking a piece of shit, that I fucking tried to take his thunder. I was fucking in the Devils way before you. I gassed you up and told all nothing good things about
you to Alex Stein.
Well,
if you'd have played your cards right, Alex would have took you places, you dumb fuck.
Well, I like Karmic, but that's Karmic's one problem is he's actually funny and good, but I think he gets influenced by other people too much.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. I go, you know, I'm Alex's friend. I go, I didn't go on there to do no ill harm against you, pal. I kept my mouth shut. I gassed you up. He fucked up. He's been talking live. So I lit his ass up last night. He posted, I think I better make, if there's any personality that I should make peace with, I better make it with Joey C. I went after him hard last night.
Well, y'all should probably. I mean, it's not even worth fighting with these people on the internet because you know how it is. It's like you make these enemies and it doesn't benefit you. You know, you get a few clicks from it, but it doesn't benefit you. Well, I'll be there next week. 100%. We got to link up. And like I said, Friday I'll be free, so we can probably do something Friday. We got to go film something. Isn't it crazy how we went to Hogan's restaurant and then he dies like a month later?
I know it is, man. But I miss you, man. I miss hanging out with you, brother.
Joey C's the best. Everybody on the chat, go follow Joey C. And the YouTube, is it just Joey C? How do they find your YouTube?
No, it's Catalana TV.
Yeah, Catalana TV. Catalana TV. Of course, I know Catalana TV. Everybody, go follow my man Joey. And Joey and I will be making some hot, fresh content next week. Okay, Joey, I'm gonna call some more people, but I'll see you next week.
Peace, man. I'll talk to you next week, brother. Thanks for calling.
Guys, I love Joey C. I'm telling you, I don't even know why the people that ever hate on Joey C. I don't get it, because like for me in the Dabbleverse of the people, Joey C. is like one of the most real guys, and everybody gets they like try to get mad at him for the FEMA deal. FEMA's the biggest scam artist. Honestly, I'm on Joey's side. I wish he would have scammed FEMA more. Those guys scammed FEMA is the biggest. They're bigger crooks than a million Joey C's could ever be. So anybody, I'm so worried about FEMA getting defrauded. No, we should all be defrauding FEMA. And I'm not telling you to do defraud people. I'm just saying, fuck FEMA. And I'm Joey C all the way. So we love Joey C. He's a freaking man. Leonard's 9112. Could you comment how a driver should behave when the driver encounters an ICE roadblock? You know, we've been watching these videos. I don't even know if I should play that video on stream because the guy's shooting the gun and I don't want to get like a strike or something. But everybody follow Scott Starboard too. Everybody go follow my man Scott Starboard. He's been going live. He deserves a follow. And he always covers what I'm up to. So if you guys, can't keep up with me, I always appreciate Scott kind of, filling people in because I have been a little MIA lately, but I've been going. I'm not kidding. I'm starting to feel better. I got this blood test yesterday. Had to get an Epstein-Barr test, had to get a complete blood panel. Had to get a comprehensive panel. They had 5 different vials of my blood. It was ridiculous. So that's why I haven't been feeling good. And I've been sick since about AmFest. It's not good. It's not good. Somebody said I've lost enough weight. I'm about to lose a bunch more weight. Just wait. I'm about to lose a bunch more weight. But yeah, I had to get the Epstein-Barr test to see what I got going on. I got something really bad. I had mono in high school. And it feels like I have mono again. Somebody said if I scrape my tongue. I don't know if that's what would that do? Scrape my tongue? I said I scrape it? I don't know. Somebody said stay away from Chinese weed. Yeah, I would say that. I would agree with that 100%. Stay away from that. Oh, man. I'm feeling a little better. I'm still not 100%. Let's not act like I'm 100% because I'm definitely not. And like I was saying, I feel like I had mono. I see a friend of mine sent me a number we can prank call. I might. Shout out to Chanel. Chanel's been helping me out so much. I really appreciate you, Chanel. If you're watching still, thank you. Everybody hit that like button. Hit that like freaking button. But there were some like kind of serious videos. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, maybe we should watch this. Maybe we should do this. But let's see if we can watch something. Because this guy is so smart. Let me see if I can find one of his videos that I like. Let's see. If I watch anything about Israel, we'll get a strike. I don't know how I guess because he talks in such a like intellectual way that he can talk about these countries and not get in trouble. But I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. Let's see. Is there anything? Oh, here. This is insane. I think we actually covered this on this show. Oh, what the heck? Okay, here. This is a good one. Like I already had it. Okay, wow. Let's see. Y'all want to learn about occult Christianity? This is what they teach you when you get to the top level of. Why is my internet all of a sudden going slow? It was just running great. Was Dan the Man in the chat? We love Dan the Man. Why is my internet not working? What is going on? I want to be ninja. What is going on? Okay, I don't think I have too much stuff open. I'll do an internet speed test. It'll tell me what my internet is. I don't know why this shite's not working. I think I broke it, Dan. Too many people in the chat. Too many people in the chat. Other stuff was working fine. Okay, here we go.
First thing I'm going to do is explain to you what most Christians believe about their religion, okay? This is called the Orthodox or the canonical.
Okay, and I just want to say, because people are going to be watching this, I don't necessarily co-sign this, because people are like, oh, Alex is into occult Christianity. No. But this is very, very interesting what he's about to teach us. So let's just watch it for a second.
Perspective. Okay, so this is what you're taught officially by the church. Christianity has many different factions, but they all believe in a certain interpretation of the Bible, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the apocryphal. Apocryphal just means hidden, okay? Or secret, or esoteric. Just the secret knowledge that is kept within these secret societies. All right. So the Orthodox canonical comes from a reading of the Bible.
Damn, red vine fell in there.
And the Bible, at its core, is a story of the covenant between God and humans, okay? Covenant. Covenant means contract or understanding. So throughout the Bible, there are a series of covenants, okay? The first covenant is between Adam and God. So you may have heard of the story of the Garden of Eden, right?
Yeah.
God creates the universe, then creates the Garden of Eden, where he puts Adam and Eve. And God says to Adam and Eve, this is paradise. You don't have to work. Just enjoy life. The food is free. The food is plentiful. Every day you'll be happy and free of want. You will live forever. But there's only one thing that you must not do. And only one thing, okay? Whatever you do not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Just don't do that and you'll be okay. So of course, what do Adam and Eve do? They eat the stupid fruit, okay? So then what God does is he banishes Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden, and now they're forced to work.
And I want to get into this, but gosh, I've been watching all this stuff about occult Christianity and this and that. The story of Adam and Eve gives us the impression that it was only an Adam and Eve on earth, but outside of the garden, there were other people. Because, like, if you think that everybody came from incest, you know, just Adam and Eve made everybody know there was other people. But I know that's weird. You don't think about it, but outside of the garden, there were other people. That's what they say. That's what they speculate. I don't know that for sure. But.
To grow food to feed themselves, okay? And this leads to society, okay, development of society. God looks down from the heavens and sees that humans now are going to war. They are fighting their private property. And God says, I don't want this crap. This is not why I created humans, okay? So he's like, you know what, I'm going to destroy everyone and start over. But then he sees a human that he likes named Noah. And this leads to God saying to Noah, build a ship, build an ark, and save yourself, because I will flood the universe. I will destroy the world. So God destroys the world, and Noah lives. And then God says to Noah, you know what? That's kind of silly. I shouldn't destroy the universe. I promise never, ever destroy the world again. Okay, that is his covenant with Noah. But God sees that humans are still wicked and evil. And he says, you know what? I need to find a man who is good. And I need him to grow a nation. that can be the light of the world, that will be the best example of what it means to be a good person. So he finds a man named Abraham, and Abraham, of course, is the father of a nation called Israel. And so this is the third covenant. God says to Abraham, you and your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren are now loyal to me. I see you as the chosen people, and I give you the promised land. Okay, that's what Israel is, the promised land. Over time, what happens is that Abraham and his people, they go off to Egypt. And in Egypt, they become slaves to the Pharaoh of Egypt. And then God is like, you know what? I should check up on the Israelites and see how they're doing. He looks down and he says, oops, they're now slaves to the Pharaoh. So I need now to fix this, okay? So he appoints a man named Moses to free the Israelites from Egypt and take them back to the promised land. When Moses does this, God says, now what you must do is give the Israelites my law, the 10 Commandments. Okay? The law. Because otherwise, I can't trust you guys to behave. Okay? So now this is the fourth covenant. So now the Israelites are back in the promised land.
Look at this asshole, Grumpy Gregory. Is it true you've been spotted on Cedar Springs doing the gay limbo? False! False! Okay, I go there and do the limbo. Okay, so what? You know, they play good music there. Okay, and straight people are allowed in there. So don't. Sorry, Grumpy. Busted. It caught me. Okay, I hope you feel good about yourself.
But again, and even though there's laws, they still become wicked and they start to worship false gods. So God punishes them, and God is now looking for a good leader of the Israelites. And then finally, he finds a person named David, who becomes the king of the Israelites. And God says to David, you are the person I've been looking for all of eternity. You are the best example of what it means to be a faithful follower of me, Yahweh. Okay? And so this is something called the Davidic covenant. The Davidic covenant states that God will always favor Israel as the chosen nation. And the house of David will rule Israel forever. Okay? So guys, quick question here. Who wrote the Bible? Probably this guy, okay? Right? If you had to guess who wrote the Bible, probably not Moses, probably not Abraham, probably not Noah, probably not Adam, probably this guy, okay? Because he's...
welcome to Alex Stein's Leering Center. You guys see that Somali fraud? We'll get into that. But I mean, these Somalis have an IQ of 75, but when it comes to scamming the government, they're undefeated. They're the best at it. And it doesn't, that just shows you that, you know, all the people getting mad at Joey C. Get mad at the Somalis that are, you know, ripping off billions of dollars. Joey C. deserves whatever he got. You know, he deserves more. Saying
that all of these five, okay, I am the best. I'm the person that God loves the most. My family will rule the world because that is God's will. Okay? Now, of course, that's not what happens. Eventually, David has a son named Solomon, and these two are considered the two best rulers of Israel. And this is what we call the Davidic kingdom, okay? The Davidic kingdom, the golden age of Israel. But after Solomon, the Israelites turned wicked again, and then God has to punish them and scatter Israel across the world, okay? And so the last covenant is the arrival of Jesus.
You like that?
What Jesus does is that, first of all, he reasserts the law of Moses and say to the Israelite people, remember Moses and his law, because that's what God wants. Then he sacrifices himself in order to free the Israelites of the original sin, right? Because God's pissed off at people.
When I've been watching this, it actually is kind of beautiful. Like they say, you know, Jesus is kind of the second Adam, and Adam is the one that sinned and ate the apple, and Jesus came to rectify the sins of Adam. So there is a big connection.
People, because people ate the fruit. That's the original sin. That's the first crime of disobedience against God. So by killing himself, Jesus frees humanity of the original sin. He redeems humanity.
Jesus
The
was the
last thing
original
that Jesus
pimp on a
does is he creates a new covenant, okay? A new covenant between humanity and God. From now on, because Jesus has freed everyone from the original sin, everyone can now be with God. You don't have to be Israelite. You don't have to follow the Mosaic law. You don't even have to come from the family of David. Anyone and everyone can now love God, and God will love that person back, okay? And this, of course, starts Christianity. All right, so this, guys, is called Judaism, what the Jews believe. Okay? And this is, all 6 is what Christians believe, Christianity. All right, the first 5 covenants are what Jews believe to be true. But they do believe that eventually someone will return to restore the kingdom of David, okay? But not Jesus. Not Jesus. The Christians believe that Jesus is the final prophet. Okay? In fact, Jesus is God himself. That's why it's called Christianity. Because they believe in Jesus Christ. So this is the entire history of Judaism and Christianity. What they believe, officially. Any questions before I move on? Okay, so now as you can understand, if you are a true Christian or you're a true Jew, there are actually lots of issues with this understanding. Okay? The first issue is, why did God have to kick us out of the Garden of Eden? I mean, was eating of fruit so bad as to banish us from paradise? Like, what was wrong with that fruit? Okay, that's a great mystery in the religion. Why did the original sin happen? And why was God so angry? Second problem is Noah. I mean, like, God destroyed the world because we were wicked. But after he destroyed the world, we were still wicked. So why did God have to destroy the world in the first place? If he's God, then should he understand how humans are? Wouldn't he understand that destroying the world would just, I mean, it doesn't really do anything, okay? So that's kind of strange. The last problem is Jesus. Who was Jesus? And why did he have to kill himself? Why did God have to send his only son to die for humanity? Okay, so if you're new to Christianity, the very idea of Jesus actually doesn't make much sense to you. I grew up in the West. I grew up in a Christian world, and it never made sense to me, okay? People told me about how great Jesus was, like, okay, the story doesn't make any sense. So if you're a really smart person, there are lots of questions about this interpretation of the Bible, and these are three major ones. Okay, so now what I will do now is I'll explain to you what the esoteric, what secret societies believe really happened.
So this is what the occult Christianity, this is what the secret societies teach you. You get to the 33rd degree of Freemasonry.
Why did God destroy the world? The reason why God destroyed the world is not because of humans, but because of something else. These people are called the Nephilim. Okay, also, by the way, if you guys are interested in learning more, there are 2 books that are not part of the Bible, but which will give you insight into the esoteric knowledge, okay? The first is called the Book of Enoch. Book of Enoch. The second is called the Gospel of Thomas. Okay, all right. So I am using these 2 books as sources for my explanation, okay? So the Nephilim are children of angels and women. Okay, so what happened was that the angels who were supposed to watch humanity came down and saw, wow, these humans, these females are really beautiful. So what do? Well, they have sex with them, right? And then what happens? They have lots and lots of children. And what do these children do? These children enslave humanity. These people are called Nephilim, okay? So if you want to understand what happened, let's do a thought experiment. Let's just say that there's this group of superhumans called the Avengers. You know, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, okay? And they fight Thanos and they save the world. And now what do? Well, they're bored, so they start to have lots and lots of sex. They have lots and lots of children. And these children now are like demigods, right? So what do? Well, they enslave humanity. But then what do? Well, they start fighting amongst themselves. Okay, so that's basically what happened. So God had to destroy the Nephilim because they are not natural. Angels and humans are not supposed to have sex with each other. And this creates a new power called the Nephilim. The problem, though, is the Nephilim are divine, and therefore they cannot be killed. So you can get rid of their mortal bodies, but now they become demons who live underground and are in the shadows. And guess what, guys? They're still here today. So these secret societies, they believe the Nephilim are...
You know, remember, he's speaking, this is what secret societies believe. It doesn't necessarily mean I believe. It doesn't mean he believes. And I mean, it's interesting to kind of just, you know, a thought experiment thinking about this. But I just want you to think, I don't want you guys to go, oh, Alex believes in this stuff. I do believe in secret societies being real. We know that. And what is the secret of secret societies? Well, this is one of those secrets, so that's why I'm interested in it. I kind of want to know. I like transparency. I want to know what these people are talking about in these dark rooms at the 33rd degree top level. So that's why we're watching this.
Real, and they still control the world. The richest people in the world are actually Nephilim. Okay? Because they've been around for thousands of years, and therefore they're able to control the development of humanity. Okay, so they're called the Nephilim. So that's easy to understand. But now the question then is, wait a minute, why did Adam eat that fruit, and why did Jesus have to kill himself? Well, now it gets really complicated. Okay, so now I need to explain to you what the secret societies believe. Okay, remember they believe that mind leads to matter. What does that mean? Okay, let me explain what this means. Mind leads to matter. In the beginning, the true God is called the monad. Okay, the one. So just think of this as the core of the universe, the sun, the divine sun. The monad is so powerful that when he breathes.
And I'm not even trying to correct. Obviously, Jesus did not kill himself, but he sacrificed himself. So, I mean, it's just, I think he's just using the wrong term, but he did sacrifice himself for our sins.
Okay. He vibrates divine energy. And over millions of years, this divine energy creates new life forms. Okay, so the first life form are called the dyads. Dyads are just pairs, okay, usually male, female, that are children of the monad. And they're able by themselves to create new universes as well, okay? So the dyads start to emanate, okay? So the entire universe is vibration. It's vibrational energy. It's the breathing of these cosmic beings.
See, and you guys,
and over time,
a lot of people agree with me. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but life is about our vibrational energy. We're constantly vibrating. We're like a bee, and as soon as we don't have that energy, that vibrational energy, we die. So you can either be low vibrational or high vibrational, and when you're high vibrational, you attract other, high vibrational people. So I know that sounds crazy, the vibration, but we're all vibrating. I know that's a concept that's not easily understood, but we are all vibrating.
Over millions of years, these vibrations become atoms, which then leads to matter, okay? That's what they mean by mind leads to matter. Now, one of these dyads, named Sophia, decides, you know what? I can be just as good as the monad. What does the monad do? The monad is able to propagate by itself, by himself. He doesn't need to mate. So Sophia says, you know what? I'm going to produce something by myself. I'm going to have a child by myself to prove I am the monad, okay? So she does this, and she creates a new being, okay? A new being. This is called the Demiyurge. There are different names. We'll call them the Demiyurge. The Demiyurge is a monster, a monstrosity, because it goes against the natural order. So then Sophia is like, oops, I shouldn't have done that. So what does she do? She abandons the monstrosity. She throws him away and hides him in a sea of clouds. So no one knows he actually exists. Okay? Even the Demiyurge doesn't know he exists. The Demiyurge does not know about this world, right? Therefore, he believes that he must be the one true God, capable of creating new life. So what does he create? Us. Okay? He creates the planet Earth. And then he creates Adam and Eve. Okay? That's what a monster would do. Okay? Look at this history. What kind of God would kick someone out of paradise for eating a fruit? A monster would do it. Right? What kind of God would kill a people for no particular reason? A monster would do that. Okay? What kind of God would demand that a people be loyal to that person? A monster. What kind of God would enforce his will on a people? A monster. What kind of God would say to someone, you're the only person I like, everyone else I hate? A monster would do that. Okay? So, in other words, the true secret that these secret societies are trying to keep is the God we worship today is the false God. And we are actually in a prison created by this false God. And that's who Jesus was. Jesus was a cosmic being sent by the monad to tell us the truth about the world. And that's why he died, because the Roman Empire could not allow people to see the truth. If I told you the truth, you would know it right away. You would wake up. Therefore, the truth tellers must be killed. Okay? So that's what these secret societies believe. They believe that the monad exists, and the mind of the monad is what creates the universe. And Jesus was sent to remind us that even though we're in a prison, there's still the monad in you. There's a spark in you, a divine light in you that you can activate. And if you activate it, then you will return to the monad. You will see the truth for yourself. And when you die, your soul, which is part of the monad, will want to return to the monad and can escape this world. But to activate this light, you must be a good person. You must love one another. You must reject money and materialism. And grades, okay? Grades in school. You must reject competition. You must reject material wealth in order to pursue spiritual happiness.
Now, I kind of agree with that.
Jesus.
There's less than a minute left. Now, I don't agree with everything that he's saying, but I do think that this material world disconnects us from the spiritual world. And that is part of the scam. And that when we die, we go to the spiritual world. And in the spiritual world, that's the place to be. We're out of the prison. We're into the real place we need to be. And maybe the punishment is that you have to come back or you go to hell or whatever it is. But maybe there is a punishment for how we act here. But in the end, the goal is to get to the spiritual world.
Now you can imagine that the powers that be, the Nephilim, would not like this, okay? It's a direct threat to Nephilim, who now control the prison created by the Demiyurge. It's also a direct threat to the Demiyurge. And that's why these secret societies have been, over the centuries, been repressed, been executed, okay, been massacred. But they believe that it is their duty to protect this secret, because only by protecting the secret can humanity be ultimately saved. Right? Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions? Right.
I mean, that's interesting to say the least. I know some of you guys don't like that. I see some people spurging out in the chat. But I mean, you know, these secret societies, why do they teach that? You know, why do they believe it? I mean, I guess my point is I'm a conspiracy theorist. I always like to look underneath the surface. And I think a lot of what we're taught is kind of surface level Christianity. And I'm not saying, once again, I'm not even co-signing what he's saying, but I'm just, what we're being taught is not necessarily the truth. And there's a reason for that, because truth is power. It says that in the Bible. And they don't want us to have power. They want to keep us powerless so they can stay powerful. So we're never going to really know the truth. And if you think guys like Kenneth Copeland, who's flying around in his private jet, is going to give you the truth, you're smoking crack with Hunter Biden. So it's kind of up to you to put on those they live glasses so you can kind of see the real truth. And I'm not saying what he's saying is the truth, but I'm saying what we're taught is half truths, not the full truth. So I know I see some of you guys getting mad, but it is interesting stuff, to say the least. It really is. I'll tell you that much. You guys not like that? I can see we didn't get any super chats during that, which is fine. We don't need any more super chats. We got a lot tonight, but it is interesting to talk about this stuff. I'll tell you that much. All these damn. Thank you, Dawn Marie, for reposting the stream. Everybody repost the stream. Thank you. It's all very interesting. It's all very interesting. I'll tell you that much. People don't love it, hearing this stuff. But just trust me, what you're being taught in these prosperity pastor churches, that's not the truth either. I promise you that. I can promise you that. And oh my gosh, what are some of these? This is a good one. This is a good one. Let's see. Why is it not loading? None of this stuff's loading. And this next one's about money. I mean, this.
It was merchants who engaged in finance, because merchants needed money in order to facilitate trade. Okay? And some merchants became extremely wealthy. And when they became very wealthy, they started banks in order to support trade and other merchants. Okay, so these banks.
And this isn't really about why money is the root of all evil, because really and truly, we have enough money in the world for everybody to actually have enough life. It's like we have enough food to not have a food sustenance issue, but yet we still have food sustenance issues. It's because we don't distribute it fairly. And I'm not saying we should be a communist or a socialist. We have to distribute stuff, evenly. But you would think there's so many people that die and take their money with them to the grave and this and that. So maybe Jesus was right. Like maybe we are supposed to give a lot of our money and help other people, because maybe helping other people sets off a chain reaction, and those people help people, and then that makes the world a better place. But by hogging all the money and passing it down to your kid, that like Rob Reiner could potentially come in your room and stab you to death. I mean, Rob Reiner is a multi-millionaire, and none of that money helped his kid. So money doesn't solve problems. Money doesn't fix you. It'll solve short-term problems, your rent, your bills. But it's like we think, because we don't have it, if we get it, it'll be the end to our problems. But I would say that it's just like Biggie Small said, more money, more problems. But that doesn't mean we should all be broke. That's another terrible thing. The fact that we're all struggling just to make ends meet is another manipulative tactic by the people that are in power to keep us down, to keep us as wage slaves.
Traded in gold, because that was the primary source and supply of money back then. Okay? So what happened is you would come and you would put your money, your gold, in the bank for safekeeping. And the bank would give you a contract, right? A contract is just saying, thank you for giving me your gold. I promise to give back your gold at any time that you want it. And this is what we call a receipt, right? And this would allow for better and easier trade. Because now I can take this contract and I can go to England, okay? Maybe I'm based in Italy. But now I can go to England and say, listen, I need to buy cotton or bananas from you. And the person is like, well, what are you gonna give me? I'm gonna give you gold, right? So I take the receipt and I give it to you, right? And why do we do this? Because it's a lot easier than giving gold to other people. And so this system would facilitate trade throughout the world. Doesn't make sense. Now I'm the bank. I have all this gold, and I want to make money with it. So I want to give it to other people. So other merchants would come to me and say, listen, I need gold. Can you lend me out gold? Right? But I say to him, yeah, but if I give you out the gold, you have a security issue. It's inconvenient for you. So why don't I give you a receipt, a contract instead? Does that make sense? Because all I need is a contract, all I need is a receipt in order to go and do trade elsewhere. Right? So by doing this, what I've done is I've doubled the gold in my bank.
I can see some people are leaving now. You guys don't like this talking about the money stuff. I mean, this is all interesting. I guess we don't have to have a Professor Jang type night. You know, I was just trying to, get deep tonight. I was trying to get a little in the woods, but you know what we should watch though? Just to kind of, get you guys good. Let's see. Why is it no? Okay, there we go. Now we can watch something interesting.
On September 11th, 2006, thousands from all over the world gathered in New York City, New York. They wore black shirts, reading Investigate 9/11.
See, these are the kind of protests we need.
And
I love Donald Trump, but this is what I always think to myself, and everybody's getting all mad, and they're like, oh, we got to worry about the midterms, this and that, is that Donald Trump's a good guy, I voted for him, but he's never going to ever investigate 9/11. And if you look at the official story, we're going to watch a little bit of this documentary. The official story is that Condoleezza Rice and George Bush were both briefed by the FBI that there was a guy named Osama bin Laden who was in a cave that was planning on flying planes into buildings, and that they messed up and they didn't take the threat serious enough, and that it was just an oopsie poopsie, it was a mistake. But it doesn't really take you don't have to go on a leap to think maybe they knew about it and they let it happen because they needed a pretext to go and invade the Middle East. So let's just watch a little bit of this, and here I'll put it at 1 point. I'll speed it up a little bit so we can cook a little.
Demanding answers. This day marked the 5th anniversary of the terrorist attacks of September 11th, 2001. Although the 9/11 Commission report had been published over 2 years prior, many Americans and citizens worldwide remained convinced that the truth was being withheld from the public. Why?
Look at Alex Jones.
Why was a growing percentage of the world population becoming increasingly skeptical of the events of September 11th? Was it a natural inclination towards believing the worst about the United States government? Or was it a legitimate concern that only grew more powerful with time? The 9/11 Truth Movement includes academics, engineers, physicists, firefighters, intelligence officials, and some of the very people whose lives have been shattered since September 11th. Were they all delirious?
You should not be here. No, you got it all wrong. We're honoring the fallen heroes from 9/11.
That's what we
No, you're not. No, you are not.
I feel so uncomfortable. I'm sorry. That next year, I'm not coming here.
Or were they a concerned group of individuals taking the necessary steps to prevent the United States from slipping into its darkest era yet? Was September 11th a surprise attack on America by 19 Islamic terrorists? Or something else entirely?
George Bush has spent an uncomfortable day with his people trying to explain away why he failed to pass on warnings the White House had received before September the 11th that terrorists were planning to hijack American aircraft.
The 9/11 Commission,
cast a shadow
by December
over just about
16th,
every area
2002,
now, a journalist has said that
I'm sorry, I started playing in 2 different places. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
In November.
This is a good one. Hold on. Okay, let's watch this really quick. This guy makes a good video. Hold on.
2001, our members were continuing the painful but necessary task of searching Ground Zero for the remains of our fallen brothers and the thousands of innocent citizens that were killed, because precious few of those who died in the terrorist attacks had been recovered at that point. Prior to November 2001, 101 bodies or remains of firefighters had been recovered, and those on the horrible pile at Ground Zero believed they had just found a spot in the rubble where they would find countless more that could be given proper burial. Nevertheless, Giuliani, with the full support of the Fire Commissioner Thomas von Essen, decided on November 2nd, 2001, to sharply reduce the number of those who could search for remains at any one time. There had been as many as 300 firefighters at the time involved in search.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. He's got this good 5-minute video of the official. Oh, here we go. This is the official story. This video is so good. Let's watch this. Hopefully it'll come up.
On the morning of September 11th, 2001, 19 men armed with box cutters, directed by a man on dialysis in a cave fortress halfway around the world using a satellite phone and a laptop, directed the most sophisticated penetration of the most heavily defended airspace in the world, overpowering the passengers and the military combat-trained pilots on 4 commercial aircraft before flying those planes wildly off course for over an hour without being molested by a single fighter interceptor. These 19 hijackers, devout religious fundamentalists who like to drink alcohol, snort cocaine, and live with pink-haired strippers, managed to knock down 3 buildings with 2 planes in New York, while in Washington, a pilot who couldn't handle a single-engine Cessna was able to fly a 757 in an 8,000-foot descending 270-degree corkscrew turn to come exactly level with the ground, hitting the Pentagon in the budget analyst office where DoD staffers were working on the mystery of the $2.3 trillion that Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld had announced missing from the Pentagon's coffers in a press conference the day before, on September 10th, 2001. Luckily, the news anchors knew who did it within minutes.
Osama bin Laden.
The pundits knew within hours.
Osama bin Laden.
The administration knew within the day.
Terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them.
And the evidence literally fell into the FBI's lap.
That a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center.
But for some reason, a bunch of crazy conspiracy theorists demanded an investigation into the greatest attack on American soil in history. That investigation was delayed, underfunded, set up to fail.
I mean, anybody that believes they're able to find 2 of the terrorist passport from a plane that entered in the 100th floor of the World Trade Center. We don't have the black boxes. I think there was an engine found on the top of another building. But they found the passports half burnt up. Give me a freaking break.
A conflict of interest and a cover-up from start to finish. It was based on testimony extracted through torture, the records of which were destroyed. It failed to mention the existence of WTC-7, Able Danger, P-Tech, Sibel Edmonds, OBL and the CIA, and the drills of hijacked aircraft being flown into buildings that were being simulated at the precise same time that those events were actually happening. It was lied to by the Pentagon, the CIA, the Bush administration, and as for Bush and Cheney, well, no one knows what they told it because they testified in secret, off the record, not under oath, and behind closed doors. It didn't bother to look at who funded the attacks because that question is ultimately of little practical significance. Still, the 9/11 Commission did brilliantly answering all of the questions the public had, except most of the victims' family members' questions, and pinned blame on all the people responsible, although no one so much as lost their job, determining the attacks were
failure of imagination.
Because
nobody in our government, at least, and I don't think the prior government that could envision flying airplanes into buildings.
Except the Pentagon, FEMA, NORAD, and the NRO. The DIA destroyed 2.5 terabytes of data on Able Danger, but that's okay because it probably wasn't important. The SEC destroyed their records on the investigation into the insider trading before the attacks, but that's okay because destroying the records of the largest investigation in SEC history is just part of routine record keeping. NIST has classified the data that they used for their model of WTC-7's collapse, but that's okay because knowing how they made their model of the collapse would jeopardize public safety. The FBI has argued that all material related to their investigation of 9/11 should be kept secret from the public, but that's okay because the FBI probably has nothing to hide.
And see, that's the problem. And this is why I'm watching this, because it all goes back to Dan Bongino. Dan went into the FBI, and did he go and investigate 9/11? No. Does Dan believe the official story? Of course he does. Is Dan very bright? Probably not. It is such an easy crime to solve when you look at who benefited and you look at the people that were most affected We went to the Middle East and killed millions of people. They tell you hundreds of thousands, but it's in the millions. And all of the poor Americans that went there to risk their lives, they got blown up. Matt Adams, we've got people in the chat that probably went and served. For what? Why do they let American citizens go and die in a foreign war? It's just disgusting to think that there's people that had to bury their son or bury their husband over a war that was incredibly unnecessary. And now you see all the Israel First people just cheering for regime change in Iran. Maybe that is good. Maybe that will help out the world if the Ayatollah or whatever the hell his name is gets replaced. But at the same exact time, in Libya and countless other countries where we have done regime change, and Haiti, and I mean, like Libya, a bunch of different countries, it always ends up being worse than when it started. So it just makes me sick that we have people in power that have the opportunity, like Kash Patel, to expose the lies of 9/11. But instead, people just forget about it. And now that we're getting so much older, I see all of these people that were born after 9/11. Now they're 22, 23, 24, 25. And they don't really care. And that's really no knock on them for not caring, because they weren't alive. They didn't experience it. So I don't really expect them to have this emotional attachment to it. But the few of us that are still left on earth that do have this emotional attachment to 9/11, it makes me sick that we put people in power and we have voted for a president that was going to give us transparency. But I haven't heard one person question the official narrative of 9/11. And on top of that, the 9/11 Commission report is just garbage. It's absolute garbage. He talked about the NIST report. NIST couldn't even recreate. They recreated how the Tower 7, the only building to ever collapse from office fires, they couldn't even tell us how they created the model to show that it collapsed, because like he just said in the video, it would be a matter of public safety. So I'm just, Dan said, oh, I'm sick of the black pillars. How are we not supposed to be black pilled? You just lie right in our face when it comes to 9/11. But I'll be talking about 9/11 till the day I die. And they're probably going to kill me. Maybe, I hope not. But if they do, it is what it is. But just remember that my dying wish is that one day, if I don't get the truth, I hope the American public does get the truth about 9/11.
Right. This man never existed, nor is anything he had to say worthy of your attention, and if you say otherwise, you are a paranoid conspiracy theorist and deserve to be shunned by all of humanity. Likewise him, and her, and her, and her, and him. Osama bin Laden lived in a cave fortress in the hills of Afghanistan, but somehow got away. Then he was hiding out in Tora Bora, but somehow got away. Then he lived in Abbottabad for years, taunting the most comprehensive intelligence dragnet, employing the most sophisticated technology in the history of the world for a decade, releasing video after video with complete impunity and getting younger and younger as he did so, before finally being found in a daring SEAL team raid which wasn't recorded on video, in which he didn't resist or use his wife as a human shield, and in which these crack special forces operatives panicked and killed this unarmed man, supposedly the best source of intelligence about those dastardly terrorists on the entire planet. Then they dumped his body in the ocean before telling anyone about it. Then a couple dozen of that team's members died in a helicopter crash in Afghanistan. This is the story of 9/11, brought to you by the media which told you the hard truths about...
His head could be seen to move violently forward.
And...
They took the babies out of the incubators.
And...
Mobile production facilities.
And...
The rescue of Jessica Lynch.
If you have any questions about this story, you are a batshit paranoid tinfoil dog-abusing baby hater and will be reviled by everyone. If you love your country and or freedom, happiness, rainbows, rock and roll, puppy dogs, apple pie, and your grandma, you will never ever express doubts about any part of this story to anyone. Ever.
And that's what we got going on. And then look at this. U.S. paid $500 million to produce fake terrorism videos in Iraq. Pentagon used substantial amount of taxpayers' money to entrap potential suspects. The U.S. government has spent over $500 million $500 million taxpayer dollars to make a fake Al-Qaeda videos bugged with a code to trace viewers' locations and to generate false propaganda, the Bureau of Investigative Journalism reported last week. The Pentagon gave a controversial UK PR firm, Bell Pottinger, over $500 million to run a top-secret propaganda program in Iraq. The PR firm generated a series of coded videos between 2007 and 2011, displaying visuals of bloodletting and bombing by Al-Qaeda and sequencing these into short documentaries. These videos were recorded on CDs that were circulated by the U.S. forces in Iraqi neighborhoods by secretly slipping them into people's houses. Whenever someone tried playing them, the viewer's location was transmitted to the U.S. military. The discs were designed to run on a video software called Real Player that automatically disclosed the user's location. So, if everything about 9/11 was real, why would they spend $500 million of taxpayer dollars to create fake terrorist videos? And this is why I wanted Dan Bongino, because I thought Dan Bongino might look into something like this and say, you know what, this is weird. That 9/11 stuff is weird. And what makes me sick is that if I was in his position, I would immediately expose 9/11 and I would be the most famous FBI agent in the world. But these guys don't want to be famous. They just want to get paid. They want to make sure that they don't, get killed by the people that are really freaking running the world. That's why they get nervous. He watches that Zapruder film, The Other Angle, from the grassy knoll, and they see how they really killed JFK, just like Bill Hicks said. And they realize, hey, I better shut my mouth and just go with the status quo. Look at this. Where's my flat earth wrench at, Alex? Much love, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate $2 super chat. I don't know you, flat man, be official. Maybe if I knew you, you got to be in the chat more. Maybe I'll give you a wrench. But this is what I'm frustrated with. We have a government that is making fake propaganda videos, and we caught them. And Dan Bongino and Kash Patel could give two shits about this. But guess what? I do care about this. I care about the truth. And I don't like being lied to. And I'm sick of the government constantly lying to us. And I thought with Donald Trump, we're going to get all this transparency. And maybe he will come out with some more transparency. I mean, the guy has 3 years left. But I'm starting to lose real hope. And it's hard not to get blackpilled. Damn bunch of, I'm sick of the blackpillers. Well, this is maybe why we're blackpilled, bud. Because we know that the government's lying, and you had the opportunity to expose it, and you did jack shit. And it would have been so easy to expose. It wouldn't have been very hard. It's just sad. I don't want to end the stream on a sad note. I don't want to get all sad. I do get emotional. But that's life. Life is not fair. Life is crazy, and this material world is evil. Never forget that. And I don't want us to die, but maybe when we die, that's the real reward, is leaving this hell that we're currently stuck in. We're people that have power and that could give us the answers that we want, but never will, because they have to protect the people in power. And the people that are in power don't care about you and I. If they did, they would make our lives better. They would make stuff affordable. They would make it so that we could have a great life. But instead, all they care about is divide and conquer. And that's what's currently happening. You see what happens in Minnesota. Whether the guy was justified in shooting, I think you could argue that she ran a car into him. He was justified. But at the same exact time, you show that video to a libtard leftist, they're never going to think that the guy's justified. So we have people on the right and people on the left that have polar opposite viewpoints after watching the same video. What is that meant to do? That is meant to divide us. And I'm not saying that shooting was some pre-planned thing, but you saw after that, 2 other people got shot in Portland. So I think we don't really have to go out on a very far limb to think that there's probably going to be some ICE violence, that one of these ICE agents was going to do something violent. And what does that do? That radicalizes both sides. And after losing Charlie and seeing all these leftists cheer after Charlie's death makes me sick. And now seeing a lot of these people on the right, cheering on Renee Good's death doesn't make me feel good. And Tim Dillon had a good joke. He was so funny. He said something like, these ICE agents aren't even real cops. They basically answered a Craigslist ad. And he's not wrong. All these people wanted the $50,000 sign up, and they're not regular law enforcement. I think that they only have to go through like a month of training to even become an ICE agent. And so what they do is As long as they keep us divided, we will always stay conquered. And I wish we didn't have such a polarizing political world, because we're never going to actually be able to solve our problems the more divided we are. And I had hope. I thought Cash and Dan were going to bring us together. But instead, they realized that they had to keep us divided in order to keep us conquered, just so they can control us. Look at this $2 super chat. I like this. Make pre-planned C-sections mandatory. Change my mind. Is the C-section good? Because I see different stuff on that. I see stuff where they're giving too many C-sections because the hospital makes more money from it, and a lot of times it's unnecessary. So I don't know, Stefan. Oh, I like Stefan. Stefan calls in. I don't know if that's good. Make it mandatory. I don't know. But I do know that we have people in power like Cash Patel. That's probably going to stay there for as long as he can, because these Indian guys are tough. You can't beat an Indian guy. They'll go down with the damn ship, like Titanic. The captain goes down with the ship. Cash Patel will be with the freaking violinist singing, "Oh, I love India, I love curry, 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 curry." And I like Cash. I'm not even trying to take a shot at him. I'm just saying I want something that they're never going to give me. So I feel like I've just, it's like you go to Christmas and you wake up in the morning, there's no presents under the tree, but you did everything to get on the good list. You did your homework, you listened to your parents, you brush your teeth. We're all on the good list, but instead we get shafted and they put us on the naughty list. For what? For existing. It's bad. It's bad. So I had a whole damn bag of red vines tonight. Divide and conquer, baby. I don't know. Are you guys happy with your lives right now? Not like your personal life, but I'm talking about the lives of this. Because I will agree, or I will say, and I spend a lot of time doing this, we constantly worry about the things we can't control. And the only way to truly find happiness is to only worry about the things you can control. Because if you can't control it, why worry about it? But it's just it's easier said than done, Do as I say, not as I do. Is that the saying? I like that. People are saying life is great. People say I get bored. I get it. We all get a little bored, but life is short. It's not going to be boring when we're on our deathbed, I'll tell you that much. And I visited a family friend in hospice today, and it just made me so sad. Made me so sad. Made me think about my mom and just how short life is. And there's so many answers that I want before I die that I'm just going to have to kind of just accept that I'm not going to get those answers. Like, for example, the moon landing, the moon landing's fake, but I'm not even going to, I want the truth about that, but I just put that in the back burner. I'm not worried about that because I have more concrete evidence that 9/11 was an inside job that we can actually prove, because there's so many lies, like the 2 passports that the FBI found. I would like just not even a deep dive, just a small dive into that. But they'll never tell us the truth. And you have these shills like Dan Bongino. As soon as he gets out of the FBI, what does he do? He just defends the FBI more. I thought you were supposed to tear it all down. I thought you were supposed to expose it. But no, you went there, you became a company man, and you're a pussy. And I don't care how much karate you can do. You didn't give us the truth about 9/11. You didn't give us the truth about January 6th. You didn't give us the truth about the January 6th pipe bomber. And we're never going to get that truth. Because they don't want you to have it. Because if you actually had that truth, that gives you power. And they have to keep us powerless. So I implore everybody that's watching this to never believe the official narrative. Because it is a job of the government to lie to you. To keep you in the dark. To give you half-truths. So whatever the official story is, believe the opposite. Remember that. Always believe the opposite of the official story. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what's left to say tonight. It's been a fun stream, though. I've had fun. You guys had fun? I've had fun. We got to do more of these streams. We're going to be traveling a lot. I'll be in Utah. And then we're planning on, I should be at Texas Tech February 6th. So if you're in the Lubbock area, you want to come see the Pimp on a Blimp, we should be at on campus. So we're going to be doing debates. So that'll be fun. I hope and encourage everybody will come out to that. Yeah, I definitely need to come to Houston. I agree. The 80s did kick ass. The 80s and the 90s. This guy I was watching this video. I think I retweeted it or I replied to it. And he had such a good point. When he was growing up, like in the early 2000s, 80s music was 20 years ago. And 80s music sounded so different than early 2000s music. But now, if you made music and you compare to 2010 or 2005 to 2025, Soulja Boy's still here. It all sounds the same. So our art is degrading. Our music is degrading. Everything is getting worse. And I would argue with it's the instant gratification from our cell phones. And there's a lot of other things that are going on. You know, the massive pornography problem that just demoralizes us and keeps us from having, you know, fruitful relationships outside of it. You know, there was a time in the 80s and 90s, if you wanted to look at some boobs, you had to look at a Playboy magazine. And even that was softcore. So it didn't kind of rot your brain as much. You just looked at some boobs. And I'll be honest, looking at boobs is not a big deal. You know, see two boobs, that makes you good. It's when you mix in 10 midgets and donkeys and bukkake and all this stuff, that poisons your brain. But that's where we're at, where people are so desensitized to a Playboy magazine, most people that don't even get their rocks off. And there was a time, believe it or not, I don't even want to admit this, and a lot of people did this. You would get the newspaper. This is when I was in high school, and the JCPenney ad would have like lingerie ads, and you'd get a little goofy with the lingerie ad. That's how goofy I got at one point when I was a young man, before the internet. But that didn't work anymore. Now every 18-year-old is joining OnlyFans and ruining their lives for nothing. The cultural Marxism is true, but it's not about capitalism versus communism. That is a huge thing, but it's more than that. It's more than the system in which we live in. It's the fact that we have no powers, that we have no control. We do not get to know the truth. And not that I believe the Gnosticism stuff, but Jesus was trying to tell us the truth. And what did they do? They killed him. Because as soon as there is somebody that's speaking the truth, that's actually speaking the truth, they kill you. So, well, I would argue that with all the social services going to all these illegal immigrants, we got communism and socialism here in America. Because if you come here and say I'm poor, I'm a refugee, they're going to give you a bunch of free crap. They're going to give you a free hotel room in downtown Manhattan if you say you're a refugee. That's communism. Why are my taxes going to that guy? You take 40%. I got to work 3 months of the year, 4 months of the year, so you can go give it to some illegal Guatemalan so they can live in New York and get free room and board and lunch and dinner and whatever the hell else they want. So I would argue that we got some communism going on right now, Jack. But let's not get too black-pilled. Once again, like I was saying earlier, we really just need to worry about the things we can control. But I thought we had some control of the FBI. I thought we had our guy. I thought we had Dan Bongino in there. He was going to freaking radicalize the FBI and get all the bad guys out. But instead, he became a bad guy. And now he wants to go on and podcast and be a mouthpiece for the administration. Even if you voted for Trump, which I did, and I like Donald Trump, we still should be holding our politicians accountable, whether they're on our team or not. I'm the biggest Dallas Cowboys fan in the world. All I do is talk shit about the Cowboys because I try to hold them accountable because we haven't been to the Super Bowl in 30 years. So just because I hold the Dallas Cowboys accountable for stinking for 30 years doesn't mean I don't love them. Doesn't mean I don't root for them. I can root for President Trump and I can want President Trump to win, but I can also critique President Trump. But you have all of these Israel firsters that only care about one issue. And as long as Trump takes care of that issue, they don't care about the rest. Well, that's not me. I look at the totality of what Donald Trump is doing, and I see some good stuff, but I also see some stuff that I don't really love. And then I see guys like Kash Patel that have the opportunity to do all the things that he said he was going to do, and now he's not doing it. It sucks. It sucks. But what can you do? What can you do? Let's see. I don't know if I like this. Let's see. See, none of this is copyright. Let's see. I don't know if I like this, though. Time, 99, always on your mind. Yes, I'm black. No, I know so crack. I hit it from the back, and I got a big white stack. Hunter Biden in the hotel. I don't give a damn. Make your bill. Laptop is fake. That ain't a joke. Hunter Biden on that coke. Put it on the scale. Put it in the bag. I don't give a damn. I'll fuck your hag. She is nasty, but I am horny. I don't give a damn if my rhymes are corny. I like to spit on that mic. I'm prime time and I do it right. And I'm drinking on that Sprite. And you know I like that life. Light you up. And I hold your cup. Red Solo cup. And you know I throw up because I got too many pouches in my mouth. Got that out because I'm in the South. Dallas, Texas, put it in my lip. Prime time and I'm about to Kenneth lip. And I ride every freaking day. Dan Bongino is gay. And he is a big pussy. Round kick to your face. Dan Bongino is a disgrace. He is in last place. He is going to podcast and this the world. But I don't think his breast stank like he's eating curry. Bitch, we're in a hurry. Life is way too short. I'll take your ass to court. We need the freaking truth. When I rap, I am recruit. Damn, Bongino, you are a bitch. I don't give a damn like a gonorrhea itch. You need to fix your method. I don't give a damn because I am electric. I am electric. Like the fire, my number one desire. 9/11 truth. 2 planes. 3 buildings go down. I don't really like that music anyway. I didn't really like that song. I didn't like that song. I don't know if I like this. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, it's Brian.
Music.
Yeah, bitch.
Anthony Marquez.
Let's go, bitch. Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino is a bitch asshole. It is the truth. How you know? Dan Bongino, you are a hoe. Don't fuck me, cause I got the same mode. Gotta subtweet your ass, cause I gotta go and teach a new class. I'm teaching fools how to roll up the grass. Only way to stay high is to smoke, no lie. I don't give a damn. what's your plan? Dan Bongino is a big gay man. Bald on his head, he ain't got no hair. With the FBI, he didn't care. This song sucks. I need something I can really vibe to. I need like a hard song. I need like a... No, that's not it. I don't like that. I'm just picking random songs. Maybe we'll find one that we like. Maybe we can find something we like. How's the audio? Does it sound okay? Can you guys hear me? Oh, piano, piano. Let's go, Bongino, piano. Play those keys on your knee. Damn, Bongino, you are a bitch. Suck my dick because you didn't do shit in the FBI. All you did is lie. I don't give a damn because more people died from your incompetence. You're a bitch like Mike Pence. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't give a damn because I got that wealth. Money in the bank. Tony, what you drink? Your bitch ass is head. You're not black. You're not white. You're a bitch. Go fly a kite. I'm part-time and I speak the truth. 9/11 was a lie. You're a bitch ass for the FBI. I don't give a damn to the day I die. I want the truth. Every freaking day. I'ma yell. What can I say? Spit the dip in my lip. I'm so high, I'm gonna candy flip. Bitch, suck my shit. When I take a shit and I rub the clit. I am the shit. Crack that ain't alive. You're a bitch for the FBI. I don't know what to say. Dan Bongino, super gay. You're gay. You're a bag. And you are a hag. And you got to go. Dan Bongino's a bitch asshole. You're a bitch. That's the truth. Your last tweets are the proof. Locking bitches in your house. Now you're quiet like a mouse. Give us some hot gossip. I don't give a damn. I will flip this shit. Don't get hit. I don't know what to say. I can't breathe. Like George Floyd. Now we got another George Floyd. Minnesota, what the hell? I don't give a damn. I'll make or fail. We got to say all the whites and the blacks, not the Indians. Not our friends. They steal our money. They take our aliens. H1B, suck this dick, bitch, I'll be free. You're a bitch, what can I say? Dan Bongino, super gay! Dan Bongino, super gay! Dan Bongino, super gay! All right. Well, I've had fun. Yeah, Dan Bongino sold out for like nothing. For like literally pennies on the dollar. Woo, Bubba Army. Oh yeah, I will be in Tampa next week. I'm supposed to go on Timcast next week. So that'll be good. We love Scott Starboard. Everybody go follow Scott Starboard. He'll keep you up on the latest with the Pimp on a Blimp. All right. I love you guys. I mean that. Sorry about that. I've been doing too many pouches tonight. I'm pouched out. I'm all the way pouched out. I'll tell you that much. I'm pouched out. All right, Dan Bongino. Don't block me, please. Don't block me. Seriously. I don't know. We'll check after the stream. We'll see if we're blocked. I don't know. I hope not. I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you for riding with me tonight. We learned a lot. We're going to be learning a lot more. Thank you to all the people that super chatted. Money in the bank, short of what you drank. And don't let them divide us. Don't let them conquer us. Let's come together, all you chat rats. If you like me, that means I like you back. And I think there's a war being waged on us every single day. And you can choose to let them manipulate you into feeling bad and sad and glad and mad and whatever feeling they want us to feel. Don't feel that way. Don't let them manipulate your mind. It is a mind war. Literally. It's a war for your mind. And we got to win that war. Because if you're watching this, you're not American. I know we got a lot of fans in Australia. And, you know, I'm the pimp on a blimp. You know, this bitch is global. But if you are an American, just remember that you have a lot of power and that we do live in the greatest country on earth, but even the greatest country on earth is ran by satanic pedophiles that do not care about us. So always, no matter what you do, call out the satanic pedophiles that rule the world. That's all I ask from you guys. I love you guys. Peace.